For years, Oilers fans have lived on edge every time the puck crossed the blue line. Heart rates spiked, breaths were held, and here we go again was never far from mind. But suddenly, things feel different in Edmonton. For the first time in what feels like forever, the Oilers aren't just surviving in net, they're confident. With Tristan Jarry and Connor Ingram between the pipes, goaltending is no longer the punchline, it's a strength. Maybe. In this video, I'm breaking down how the Oilers finally fixed their biggest problem, why this tandem actually works, and what it means for the team that believes it can win right now. Yeah, the Oilers haven't had this problem in forever. So, let's talk about it. Yeah. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yeah. Oh, I love that new intro. Do you like that intro? I love that intro. I think it's chef's kiss. I think it looks slick. Let's go, baby. If you're new to the channel, I'm YouTube Trev. Thank you for clicking on this video. We're going to be talking about the Oilers goaltending and just how unreal it's been as of late. I've got some things I want to say. It's pretty sick. So, as always, guys, if you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Leave a like. It's the best way to get my videos out there. It really does. So, you know, everyone says it, but it's true. It gets it out there. Drop a comment down below. If you know, you know. And if you don't, it's a sponsored segment. Every video here on Above Average brought to you by www.timetrackers.ca, where at the end of the video, if your comment gets the most likes, I'll be giving it a shout out in my next video. And of course, subscribe, baby. Subscribe, okay? Yeah, and also stay to the end of this video because I have a few shout outs I want to give to some subscribers of the channel that I've seen in Edmonton the last week and a bit. So that has been so sick. I really appreciate it. But with all that out of the way, let's go, baby. How about Connor Ingram and Tristan Jarry? What a story. Yeah, so let's just start with Connor Ingram because it's kind of a tremendous story. He's a real easy guy to cheer for. And the thing is, there's been guys, a lot of Oilers goalies that have been, you know, fun to cheer for, but their play on the ice hasn't really backed it up. Connor Ingram, I mean, he's fun to cheer for, man, and he's looking good out there. He is looking good. I think if you're a hockey fan, you can obviously tell the differences between that. I think it's clear as day. Watching Connor Ingram and Tristan Jarry in net compared to the likes of Stuart Skinner and Calvin Pickard, I think they're way smoother. I think their rebound control is way better. I think they're way more sound. I think they're quicker. I think they're better in almost every facet of the game. Am I wrong? I can't tell you how many times I've seen the opposition coming down the ice. I'm like, oh God, I've seen this before. And then I'm just like, oh, they made a save? And then up goes Connor McDavid, skates down the ice, goal. Those are what win you games. They are what win you games. And that is not what the Oilers have had in a few years. I'm sorry. And I just want to say, yeah, well, look at what Stuart Skinner's doing right now. You know what? Good for Stuart Skinner. He's putting up pretty good numbers. But as I've seen in Edmonton for the last few years, he did that. He'd put together a good week, and he'd follow it up with an even worse week. And then it would be okay, and then it would be even worse than that. So good for Stuart Skinner. I'm awesome. This trade is looking like it's working for both teams. And you know what? I said it before, and I'll say it again. I don't ever think this was going to be a Devan Dubnyk situation. Devan Dubnyk, he actually put up pretty good numbers on a terrible Oilers team. Stuart Skinner put up pretty mediocre numbers on a really good Stanley Cup, contending team. So there's that. And I don't know. I just also, if Stuart Skinner finds success outside of Edmonton, I've said this also before, good for him. I honest to God, he had enough runway here. He was never going to do it in Edmonton. He never was. He was never going to be that goalie, that number one starter in Edmonton. In my humble opinion, that's what I believe. But could he do that elsewhere? Maybe. I don't know. I still think he's going to be a backup for the rest of his career. Maybe even, I said at the beginning of the year as well, that this could be his last year. I said in Edmonton, maybe even in the NHL. But aside from that, enough Stuart Skinner talk. Connor Ingram, this guy's awesome. He's absolutely awesome. And I remember earlier in the season, a lot of fans, call up Connor Ingram, and people, media were like, oh, well, look at his numbers right now. He's not really doing the best. But I'm sorry, there's times where, I'm sick. My nose is running. I'm apologizing for that. But there's times where you see goalies put up pretty numbers in the minors, and then all of a sudden they get called up to the NHL, and they're way better. So why is this? Well, I'll put in the link in the description, but your boy was able to host 2 guys in the goalie. This is actually where I work, Edmonton Sports Talk. And look at this. That's me. That's me. Want to watch me butcher a liner?
Sure, let's hear it.
Let's go. Yeah, let's go, baby. That's me. And who is that, you wonder? That's Joaquin Gage, former goalie of the Edmonton Oilers. And I asked him this question as well. Like I said, it was a whole hour show, so we talked all things Oilers. If you want to watch it again, I'll put the link in the description. But he said, he's like, man, it's an unpredictable league. It really, really is. It is so unpredictable. You have no idea. Like the scouting report on the players in the NHL is like, oh, okay, you got Austin Matthews. I know he's got a wicked shot. He's probably going to shoot it here. Oh, okay, you got Connor McDavid on a 2-on-1. He's probably going to pass. When you're in the minors, it's not that. You don't really know the other players. You don't know the scouting report. So that's one of the reasons he said, because he had some time in the minors as well. And then also just the, the NHL, it is so precise. The passes, everything. In the minors, he said it's like it's unpredictable. You don't know what the play is going to be. Sometimes there's just bad goals. There's a lot more bad goals you'll find. And he's like, so that was part of the reason why he said that as well. Why, Connor Ingram's numbers weren't the best in the minors. And he's not the only goalie for that matter. There's been so many goalies over the years that just kind of get flustered. They don't really have the best numbers. They get called up and then they stay. So that's that. And I mean, he's been awesome. He's absolutely been awesome. I'm going to look at his numbers for the Oilers. Like, guys, look at this. He's played 8 games. And it looks like all 3, they're going to be having 3 goalies. So Connor Ingram, Calvin Pickard, and Tristan Jarry going forward. And I'm all for it. Like, I was kind of warming up to the idea, oh, you probably want to send him down, but also, like, he worked his butt off to get here, man. And what does that do to a player that, has been just crushing it, right? Like, I feel like that would affect his confidence. Like, okay, yeah, you were awesome, but unfortunately we have to send you down just because we can't really make it work with the cap. Like, I don't know. Like, I know it's a business, but I still would be like, God damn it, So I'm happy that they're keeping him up, and that looks like that's what they're going to be doing. So in his 8 games played, he's got a .249 goals against average and a .907 save percentage. He's won 4 games. He's lost 3 and overtime loss for 1 as well. He's looked great, man. He has. Like, I think all things considered, he just reads the play very well. Like, so much better than what I'm used to from seeing Calvin Pickard and Stuart Skinner over the last few years. I love what he's done. I think this guy was an all-star at one point, and so was Stuart Skinner, but Stuart Skinner's a fraud in my eyes, guys. I've always said it. There's just stuff that Connor Ingram is doing that Stuart Skinner never did, and I've only seen 8 games, and I'm saying that, but it's honest to God truth. He is winning the Oilers games. He has had 1 bad game. I mean, if this was Stuart Skinner in those 8 games, it would be 4 good games, 4 bad games. Connor Ingram's had 7 good games, 1 bad game. Like, that's how it should be. That's how it should be, and that's exactly what he's doing. So, enough with Connor Ingram. Let's, who's the other guy? In the other corner, we got Tristan Jarry. Tristan Jarry's a stud, man. And like I said, if this trade works out for both teams, that's something you don't really see in the NHL. I'm all for it, for sure. I'm all for it. Like, Stuart Skinner, never liked him as a player necessarily, but liked him as a person, and everyone did. Everyone absolutely said nothing but great things about him. But Tristan Jarry, man, like, this guy's an absolute... He just posted his first shutout in the orange and blue yesterday. He's got 5 games played under his belt, a .258 save percentage, and a .258 goals against average, and a .907 save percentage. So that's solid. That's really, really solid, especially because... The save percentage for, like, the league average right now is somewhere in, like, 899, I think. So that's well above league average right now. And he was doing that in Pittsburgh as well. Actually, his numbers were even better in Pittsburgh, even though he did have more games played. But still, guys, I'm loving it. And this is something that the Oilers have not had in so long. Like, I don't know. Drop a comment down below. When was the last time you were this confident in goaltending? For me, it's crazy to say this. Sorry, my nose is running like a mofo. For me, it's crazy to say this, but honestly, I started really watching the Oilers in 2010, and in the I've seen the Ben Scrivens, I've seen the Mike Smiths, the Koskinens, the Richard Bachmans, LaBarbera, the frickin' I've seen them all, man. Koskinen, who else? Anders Nielsen, Cam Talbot. Devin Dubnyk, Happy Bulin. I seen a little bit of Rolly the goalie. Yeah, what I'm getting at is Oilers in my lifetime have had so many goalies come in the system, and they've all sucked. They really have. Like, the Oilers have failed in that regard so much, and it sucks. Like, and it's kind of crazy how some teams are just so good at getting goalies, and other teams are just not. And the Oilers are in the not category. It's not even close. So, yeah, drop a comment down below. When was the last time you were this confident? I'm very curious. Like, seriously, for me, this might be the best the Oilers goaltending has ever been since I've watched them. And it's been 16 years. Like, that is crazy. And you know what's crazy? It's like, it's nothing like out of this world good. Like, they're just good. They're playing pretty good. I'd say they're playing pretty good. Almost really good. Pretty good, really good. That's where they're at right now. But like, I have not been this confident. Like, that says so much about this team. That's a video for another day. But yeah, that's all I got, guys. This is sick. As an Oilers fan, let's go. Yeah, huge Oilers fan. And shout out to Nugent Hopkins. 1,000 games played tonight. Good for you, buddy. That's sick. So, okay, if you made it this far, like I said, it is that time of the video. Brought to you by www.timetrackers.ca, where they work around the clock for you. It's an Alberta-based company with clocks all over Canada. You want a nice big black clock like that, go check them out at www.timetrackers.ca. Most liked comment in my previous video was from at JT-YL9YT. Matthias Samuelsson has probably been the Sabres' best player. He's been insanely good this year. Yeah, shout out to you, buddy. Thanks for the comment. Really appreciate that. Let's get some likes on this video, guys. Let's do it. And then if you made it this far, I have to say it. Shout out to I was at Sobeys going grocery shopping a few weeks ago, and I believe his name was Jason. So shout out, Jason. You're an absolute beauty. That made my night. I was getting my car worked on, and this guy worked on my car. This was so sick. And he was like, bring me in. And he was like, yeah, you know, when you're getting your oil change and you're like, yep, he's coming. And then, like, I was like, yeah, driving. And then he kind of just was like, and I was like, why is this guy looking at me weird? And then he's like, hey, are you Trev from Above Average? I'm like, let's go, baby, that's me. So I believe his name was Tahoe, I think something like that. But he was an absolute beauty. And then just the other day as well, I was grocery shopping. Shout out John. I believe his name was John. He was with his girlfriend. He actually got out of his car and got a photo with me. That was the coolest thing. Absolutely made my day. So if you see me in Edmonton lurking, lingering, just walking around, feel free to say hi. That's the coolest thing ever. It makes me feel so happy. And yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a shout out. That was so sick. So really, really appreciate it, guys. Let's go. I absolutely love you guys. Don't be average when you can be above average. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.